would win in a challenge? Drunk Elephant or Sunday Riley's retinol product? Welcome back to the rabbit hole. This is going to be another 2-week direct comparison. In this video, we are comparing the Drunk Elephant a-passioni up against Sunday Riley's A+ serums. For 2 weeks, I have applied each of these to my face every single night. Now, there's a couple of things that I did differently in this video. First off, I got to thinking about it and I was like, well, why on earth, when we're reviewing skincare products, don't we review them in the same way as beauty YouTubers review foundations? Why don't we have check-ins? Why don't we show you how things are going? So I thought about it and said, why don't we try it and see how it goes? So indeed, you are about to see my face not only before I started this challenge, but during. I'm about to show you all of those clips, but before we get into those, I want you to know a couple of things about this trial. So first off, I have been using retinol products for over 2 years at this point. If you are brand new to retinol products, I'd be a lot more cautious. You know, my skin is quite used to it. I don't actually think you would want to do this every single day if you're brand new to retinol. Your results are likely to be different, maybe more spread out than my condensed 2-week results. But could your results be similar if you're used to retinol? Maybe. Keeping in mind that there's always variation in skin. Everyone's skin is different, and this video is just my results. Number 2, I do not run my channel to sell you products. I run my channel in the great pursuit of truth, which is why I want you to know you're about to see my face really broken out. It's a lot less of these products had this much of an impact and more I removed the offending product. You're about to see on day 1, I'm like, I don't know why I'm breaking out. Well, it's because I was using a product with an essential oil that I know bothers my skin, but I didn't know it was in one of my products. You remove the product, you're gonna remove at least some of the acne. And number 3, I want you to follow the pimples. I know this is a little bit on the disturbing side, and I do get the occasional comment of people who wish that I covered my pimples. Nope, that's not how I'm gonna review skincare. Sorry, take it or leave it, and I genuinely think if you follow the pimples that you're about to see, as gross as that sounds, you're gonna learn something today. Let's travel back in time. You're about to see my skin before. So this is going to be my first check-in, and I really hope my future self did a good job of explaining what you just saw. It is really strange to refer to both your future self and past self at the same time. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys a before. So this is my face before the Drunk Elephant retinol. I'm going to be applying it to this side. As you will see, both sides of my face have been breaking out lately. Who knows why? It's a rough life when you have acne. And this side of my face will be the Sunday Riley side. I think it's pretty fair. Both sides of my face do have breakouts going on. We're really hoping that 2 weeks is enough time. And the only reason it might be for me is because I have been using retinol products before I went into this, all of which I hope I explained. See you guys in the next check-in. I'm doing my day 5 check-in. Today is August 26th, and I will say that so far my skin is clearing up on both sides. The Sunday Riley side looks a lot better right now. There's been no irritation on this side. This side has not really been in any kind of pain or really even discomfort. It's just that I do sometimes feel the application of the retinol on the Drunk Elephant side. It's kind of been interesting. I don't really know how else to explain it other than a sensation. I think that's the right word. But you will see I've also been experiencing more redness, and you know, the breakouts again, they seem to be subsiding, but the side looks worse on day 5. So today is day 12. I realize I fell a little behind, but I'm going to try to keep you guys caught up with what's going on right now. Okay, so on day 9, 8 or 9 or so, it seemed like I was preferring the Sunday Riley. I even had a comment with Ara. I was like, this side's looking a lot better, isn't it? But on day 11, I started to break out on this side. Whereas the Drunk Elephant side, and for those of you who are subscribed and keep up, day 8 is when I filmed that AM skincare routine. So you may have noticed I had more breakouts going on here on day 8, on day 9, and then by day 10, this side is really actually starting to clear up. So it's really been interesting. I was so certain I was going to be on Team Sunday Riley a couple of days ago, but yeah, now this is happening. By the way, if you see this, it's a hydrocolloid. I'm checking in for the first time in the evening. I've actually just applied both of these and I'm letting them sink into my skin for the moment, just in case you want to see how they look on your skin. And that brings us to day 14. Now, like I told you in the intro, I wanted you to follow the pimples and I'm about to explain why. So, this is my grand finale results of using Drunk Elephants. What you saw during the last 2 weeks is all of the acne that was under my skin came to the surface really quickly. That's why it looked rough early on. That's why the other side was looking better. This made everything happen faster. Whereas on the Sunday Riley side, if you paid attention, that pimple that appeared on day 11, which is right around here somewhere, that was actually there on day 1, but it took longer to come to the surface. You guys, I'm 100% sure that I know what happened, but I'm not 100% sure why. So, what you saw was something called turnover. Your skin makes new skin. Kind of think of your skin as, I don't know, crocheting new skin constantly, right? You reproduce more skin cells, you restore your skin. When you incorporate a retinol product, or a retinoid product, your skin makes that skin faster. And again, we know this happens with retinol. We've documented it happening. It's also why you have the side effects. When you are making new skin really quickly, you might have more dryness. You might have more flaking because your skin is making new skin so quickly. So even though I don't know why things happen faster on this side, I've got 2 theories, and they are strength versus effectiveness. I think it's entirely possible that the Drunk Elephant side is just stronger. Drunk Elephant tells you that is a 1% pure retinol product, whereas Sunday Riley tells you it's a 6.5% retinol complex. The reason this is tricky is because we do know that in the US, the maximum concentration you can sell of pure retinol is 1%, which makes you wonder how come you've seen 2%, 1.5% retinol complexes, right? Well, anytime you see encapsulated retinol, that's including the encapsulation on it in that percentage. You are never going to find an over-the-counter retinol that's over 1%. So again, even though Sunday Riley's saying 6.5%, it can't be more than 1, which means it's quite likely that this was just stronger. The other possibility is effectiveness. Now, Sunday Riley is relying on something called HPR, hydroxypinacolone retinoate. This is a kind of newer alternative to retinol, and the reason it's been so exciting for so many people is that it actually acts, or at least it's supposed to act, on the same receptors as TRET. You know, the highly effective prescription strength retinoic acid product. The problem with HPR, and this has been a real concern in my mind for quite a while now, the problem with HPR is that there really aren't any independent studies. Right now, all of the studies that are showing HPR is highly effective have been conducted by the companies that sell HPR. Is there a possibility for bias? I mean, you tell me. If it's your product, are you going to say it's great? And I want to be clear again that I'm not saying, yeah, HPR doesn't work, throw it in the trash. I'm just saying that as somebody who, looks at my results, looks at the scientific research, I have some questions. I just want, to see more conducted with this new ingredient. Some of my biggest questions when we start talking about HPR is that we're saying that this is every bit as effective as this really, really potent prescription-only product where you see a lot of side effects, and yet somehow the supposed benefit of using HPR is that you get the strength without the side effects. But like I just explained, the reason you have the flaking, the reason you have the dryness is because you're producing new skin at faster rates. It's never quite clicked in my head that you would be producing new skin at these same rates and yet somehow not see the side effects. It just doesn't add up for me. And my bigger question, and y'all, my subscribers, you're some smart cookies, so I know at least some of you have questioned this as well. I feel like every time I see somebody heavily promoting HPR, they're still using Tret. If you've got an ingredient that you truly believe is every bit as effective as the prescription strength, why aren't you using it? So my final thoughts on both of these, I definitely do think that Drunk Elephant's was stronger and more effective. That said, I do think that Sunday Riley's still gave me results, but was more gentle. So, maybe it's worth it for you to consider, where are you in a retinol journey? Are you a beginner? Maybe you want to go with Sunday Riley. Are you more used to retinol? Maybe you want to go with Drunk Elephant. And before I close out this video, I want to reiterate something that I used to describe a lot in my videos, and then I got lazy and just started throwing it in the description box. Why I do only 2-week trials. The number one reason, I would think it's kind of obvious, but I guess it's not. So the number one reason is financial limitations. If you notice, this video was done using samples. If I bought the full sizes in my state with the tax, it would have been $182 to do this video. I would really love to do longer trials, but money limits me a lot. Right now, I'm really trying to save for a camera that will actually zoom better. I can only film at 1080p. I've got a pixel out somewhere around here. I need to upgrade, and I'm really trying. So, I guess I'm trying to close out this video by saying I'm sorry that this is only a limited case study, if you will. I wish it was better, but yeah, money it's a real limitation. I think sometimes people assume whenever they see somebody talking on YouTube that, we're all out here making millions of dollars. I make $7 to $10 per video, so I really can't afford to, up the way this is done. And this is not directed at my subscribers. You guys already know this, and I appreciate you so much. I really, really do. This is just for, sometimes I do get comments of how useless these videos are, and I'm doing the best that I can within my budget. Because one thing that's very important for me as somebody who came from very poor childhood, I don't ever overspend, and I don't recommend you do either. If you think both of these products are too expensive, there are options from The Ordinary, there are options from Revolution Skincare. You do not necessarily need to purchase either one of these. But I hope you guys did find this video helpful. Let me know if you like this new format by giving this video a like. Make sure you are subscribed, and I'll see you guys next time.